hopefully we're live here. Hey guys, good morning. Trying to get the camera set up here. Geez, I'm coming where I really dislike this orientation thing for the new. Geez, I'm coming where I really dislike. All right, guys. You know, I've had this thing set for orientation where we can kind of see it and enjoy it together, and now they want you everything in portrait now. There's a way around this. I wish somebody let me know. I do not know what it is. Hey, good morning, Tiger. Trying to get around here where I can see everybody. If you guys have been watching the channel, you know we've been having some trouble with the net slipping by. The trouble is, this is the rope that we tie the tail sack with. And what's been happening here is this net has just been, when it gets a lot of catch in it, it pulls through this knot like this and we lose the load. So to stop that problem from happening, picked up a few more rings. We're just gonna tie them onto the net, and hopefully that will stop that net from pulling through, causing the kind of problems it's been having. We got Teresa, Ashley's in here. John S.S., good morning. Man, I don't know about you guys, but the sun came up this morning awful early and I sprang out of bed. Just not used. It felt like, well, I feel like a brand new John Deere tractor today. That extra hour, it's amazing what that extra hour can do. Let's take a look at that and see. We might be a little low. Yeah, we're a little low. Let's come up here. So I hope everybody slept well last night. It's nice when you can get in and get that extra sleep. But yeah, hopefully this will stop the problem that we've been having with the net slipping through the ring. Looks pretty good. How's everybody's weekend going so far? I hope everything's going well. This is not, this isn't really a highly technical process. Just want to make sure there's enough twine around this to take the tension. And this thing gets a lot of friction, being the tail of the net, the way it drags, a lot of sand, a lot of abrasion. But there's not a whole lot to this. And hopefully when this gets done, you guys will understand how this should remedy our problem. If you guys remember seeing, you know, Joe and I lost a toe when he was on the boat. It got away from us. The net pulled back through the knot, caused that problem. Again. I'm glad you guys are here with me. I was worried I was going to be alone today. It's been a pretty good weekend. The high school football team won their game, and next week starts the playoffs, and we'll be at home. Our first round of the playoffs, we're going to be playing at home. Kind of excited about that. Try to pick something that's pretty close to the center right here. Yeah, proud of the kids. They played a really stellar ball game. And they won 50-7, guys. I don't know how far that's going to get us in the playoffs. You know, still trying to figure this team out. A lot of great competition out there. But it's pretty exciting for those guys to make that accomplishment. You know, those church bells, and I've shown this in a couple of my videos, just north of our marina, the property starts for the Methodist Church, their retreat center on St.simons, and that's a big part of it. The bells, it's quiet down here early Sunday morning, and yeah, it is pretty nice. And during the holiday, I mean, different times of the years they'll play. They have a playlist for the bell. So during the holidays, they get some Christmas tunes. Other times they'll play some other stuff. It's pretty neat. But yeah, that's the Methodist Center up there, and their youth from the church, they come in the summertime. They have big retreats there for the kids that come in. Pretty cool. Big day, guys, big day. The weather here has finally started to straighten out. We've had like horrendous winds here for more than a week. Even the guys that are fishing on the big boats, they have not left. The winds have just really had everything kind of messed up here. So hopefully this week, at some point, we're going to be able to get out on the water and try to go catch some more shrimp. Bring you guys along for that. Hopefully everything works out like it's supposed to. Who we got in here today? Reese. Michelle, good morning. I think I said hello to David. It's early. I appreciate you guys kind of stopping. Just want to show you this. This is just some of the stuff you got to do if you're going to play around with a boat every now and then. You got to do a little work. And so here we are. We're going to try to get this done. Did you guys just hear that egret? I don't know if that's an egret or an ibis. that wasn't me. That was the bird. I promise. I thought we'd see down at the marina. We'd come down and we'd catch some guys maybe heading out for some trout fishing. I heard the trout fishing has picked up here past day or so. Wind started to die down, people getting back on the water, fish are getting out there, or they're finding the fish. Which is a good thing. Let's see those guys get out and catch them. So I don't think I've been live with you guys. We talked about the Clean 13 award that I was recognized for working with our time there with the Golden Ray. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Y'all, when I started that thing, I had no idea where it was going to go. And all I was doing was trying to get out and get some footage of an operation. I thought it was going to be pretty historic for the area. And then little did I know what I was getting into when I got started and what started happening out there. I gotta tell you, the guys that came out here to do that work, that were working out here, some of the best in the world, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. The plan that they were given to execute, I don't know. I don't know if enough research was done on that. They decided to do it. Most of those guys that were over here came over from the Gulf Coast. They're working in the petroleum industry out there on rigs. Oil rigs. I guess that work is kind of... Tiger, would you say that work has stopped? This is what we were hoping to achieve. And now when we tie this, that notch, the net should not slip back around to the knot. out pretty good. And hopefully that's going to stop our problems. I hope so. Man, how's everybody doing? Golly, y'all. It seems like it's been forever since we've had an opportunity to sit down and chat. So I thought we might do it here this morning. And also give you guys a little opportunity to chat amongst yourselves. That's the great thing about this channel and the other channels, the interaction you guys have with each other. And I'm just honored to be a part of it. So that's pretty cool. We've got a trip lined up for Saturday, and it is our football coach has a fundraiser at the beginning of the season every year, and he asked me if I would mind if we did an auction, if we auctioned off a trip, a shrimping trip on the boat. And I said, you know what, that would be a great idea. And I've spoken to the guy that's going to go, and I told him, listen, we're going to go in the fall when the shrimp show up, and it's not as hot. It's a much more enjoyable experience. And he agreed to that, and hopefully we've lined that up for this coming Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. And talking with him, he's never done this kind of thing, so that'll be kind of neat. Take somebody out on the boat that's ready to see it happen, and has never experienced it before. I'm kind of looking for that. A fid. No, this is it's a needle. The technical term for it is shuttle, because you line up your twine on it, and it just makes working the twine through the mesh of the net much easier. It's just very easy going through the net. It's just a series of knots there when you pull it back through to tie it in, tie everything together. But this is what we use to make small repairs on the net. This is what, if you guys happen to catch the video we did with Captain Billy Burbank down in Fernandina, he wears a tool belt loaded with these things when he's stitching those nets together. But it's if you've got a commercial boat, you've got some needles or some shuttles on your boat. It's tough to do it without them, that's for sure. Stray Bullet making the trip in here. I don't know about repairing the sardine nets. I guess so. I would probably, if I was working this boat like a commercial guy, every day, you'd probably see one of these things a lot more often. But the way I'm doing this kind of as enjoyment and a hobby, I don't put the kind of strains and pressures on my fishing equipment that the commercial guys doing. They're constantly doing maintenance on their nets. Not only are they trying to increase the efficiency, because nets will kind of stretch a little bit while you're using them. They have a tendency to kind of get set back as the water's pulling back on the net. It'll kind of move it around, so you're adjusting tickler chains and drop backs on your tongue all the time. You're trying to stay ahead of the curve, and you want your net fishing as efficiently as possible. I do too, but I'm not working a boat near as hard as those guys are every day. I don't know what to do with my day. It's going to be a short day. I guess now until it's going to be a while. We're going to start seeing these short days and you got to get up and get things going early if you're going to try to get anything done. That's for sure. Lost drag is a lot of lost money. Not only have you just you don't have the profit from the shrimp, but you have a loss because you've spent just as much money on that tow as any other tow, and fuel and wear and tear and things like that on the boat that you're just completely just not compensated for. But yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that to happen anymore at all. At all. And hopefully that'll fix the problem. I like it. It should. It should fix the problem. I'm ready to go. The wind's not blowing today. It's really nice. If I could find some help today, you know what? I might even try to go today, just to get back out there and give it a whirl. Maybe we'll bring you guys along too. So quiet. It's been so long since I've started the boat that the battery's dead on it. So we're going to get started on that and see if we can get this thing started and maybe charge the battery a little bit. Got to find a jump box. You guys hang tight. Not that it's a product endorsement, but are you guys familiar with this device? If you haven't seen these things, find them on the internet, anywhere, Amazon, whatever. They make them in different sizes. Grab one, charge it up, and put it in your vehicle. It'll save your bacon. Promise you. Promise you. All right, let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Battery is completely dead. Completely dead. I left the radio on. Get the alternator charging. I'm not sure. This is the first, guys. I'm not getting any. All right, anybody got any suggestions here? What's going on here? Vacuum lock, you think? I just squeezed the fuel bowl, or the bowl. I've never had this issue with the motor. Never had it do this. Maybe a fuse of some sort. Something is running in the motor. Will have to be a switched on. It's like a fuel pump or something's going. Wait, I did have it switched on. Sorry. It's almost like it's some kind of kill switch or something. It's something, but I'm not getting an alarm. It's got some grass back here, but the foot is down below it. Any suggestions, guys? Oh, the joys of boat ownership. Anyhow, get one of these things if you guys don't have one. You guys want to go for a boat ride? I think I want to go for a boat ride. gonna get in and run the boat a little bit, guys. Come on, go with us. There's a lot of grass back around that motor. I don't want to shut it off. I'm really interested in charging the batteries. Hey, Derek. Derek, I was having some motor trouble. I thought we might have to call Joe Keating. You know, Superman. We got it running. I don't know. It was running, run for a few seconds and shut off. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it seems to be back. We haven't had the boat in operation for more than a week because of the wind. I'll show you guys this. Look at this. You guys see this grass? It was hung up around the back of the boat. And that's marsh rack. That's what we call marsh rack, and it comes out of the salt marsh. All this green grass you see out here is marsh, pluff mud, and marsh grass. And as that stuff begins, as it goes through its life cycle and breaks down, it'll mat together. It'll float out in these big rafts and collect in any spot where something, dock, boats, pilings, it just grabs around it. And that's what happens when you don't move the boat for about a week. The bells are wonderful. I mean, they add a lot to this. I can remember as a kid, the commercial dock where we used to have our shrimp boats was on the other side of the bridge, another half a mile south of our marina, on the same river but south of it. And yeah, the bells, listened to them all my life. And the place wouldn't be the same without them. It's a great way to start a Sunday morning. And what is a rather peaceful morning here. I can't speak for everyone else up and down the coast, but I know that here in our area we've had a lot of wind. Northeast wind, which makes our sea conditions here very rough. For more than a week, it's been unpleasant on the water. Stray bullet, you're killing me now. What a friend we have in Jesus. Walk by faith. Yes, Jesus loves me. I'm not sure which one it is. Tell me. Yeah, Tiger, see, you guys were getting it too. Wasn't just me. But fall has really arrived here. We had temperatures down, one night I think we got down in the 40s. And I know for for some of our die-hard listeners, 40 is a summer's day. For us here, it's wintertime. It's time to find the big jackets. Oh, well, Ryan, I can tell you about those blue wrenches. Those are certified mechanics. They're ASA certified, and once you get that certification, you're able to put that blue wrench there by your name on YouTube. No, just kidding. Those guys are moderators. They are tried and proven folks here on the channel, and they're great at moderating these lives, and they're here with us almost every time we go live. And if we have anybody that's acting the fool or doing something that is not acceptable, they have the ability to take those people out of the chat, put them in timeout. They're the hall monitors of our stream, and we're certainly thankful for those guys. John SS doesn't like them. I can't say why. One of the neat things about where our marina is we get a lot of transient boaters, guys moving from the north to the south during the winter time, and then back from the south to the north during the summertime. And right here where we are is a sailboat anchorage. Sorry for the wind noise, because the wind's just started. Maybe we're not finished with the wind yet. But look at this guy. He's got three wind generators on his boat. He's got his dinghy. Fishing rod hanging off there with a plug on it. For those guys that like to sail, you know, I guess I could understand it. I've never really been much of a sailor. When I was a kid, I had a buddy that had a Hobie cat, a little catamaran. We used to go get out on the beach, and we'd go play around with that. But that's pretty much the extent of my sailing. Never done anything on one of these sailboats. Never been on it. Not only is Derek a certified dock buster, he's a certified dock unbuster. You know, Derek built docks for a while. Some of the finest in South Carolina. You see, it looks like those guys are away. Their dinghy dolly. I don't know, what do you call that thing on the back of the boat? I call it a dinghy dolly. The dinghy dolly was empty, so those folks, a lot of times they'll come in and they'll go up to the marina or the county dock, and they'll leave their little boat there, and they'll grab an Uber and run up to the store, grab groceries or any kind of supplies or anything they gotta have. They'll go and get those. I think most of the sailboat guys I see, they try to stay away from marinas. They just want to anchor up. They're kind of doing their own thing. You know, it's like budget boating. You know, fuel's not really costing them anything, unless I guess except for the dinghy. And I know a lot of these boats have motors on them. They do motor. That big piece of cloth in there that hangs from those big poles that stand up on the center of the boat. Those things, I think they call them masts. Those things do a lot to defer the fuel cost on one of these things. So this looks like this boat's from Virginia, Portsmouth, or New Hampshire. They got a Virginia slow boats. Yeah, it's, I'm not going to say all of them, Tiger, but there's a lot of those guys that do that they're different. They're a different breed for sure. So there's another one that's up here. We're going to cruise up here and check it. You guys can't quite see it because it's over the rail, but we'll check it out. Just giving you guys a report here. The battery condition seems to be back up. We're at 13.4 volts, which is a good thing. Yeah, well, once you start talking about rules of the road and sailboats, and things can get real technical there about yielding. I understand the rules of navigation, but I always try to yield to the vessel with the most gross tonnage. That vessel's going to get a break from me if at all possible. I don't know. I call that common sense boating. Davey, you think that's because the boat's running? I've got 13.4. Could be. Could be. That does mean the alternator's working, and hopefully some of those electrons are being stored back in there in those heavy black boxes that I have to keep and have to change out every 2.5 years, 2 years, something like that. Fishing Matt Ryan. I guess this isn't the Matt Ryan that was throwing the football in up there in Atlanta for a while. Hey man, thanks for being here with us. The cool thing about most everybody that's either involved with Joe's channel, my channel, or the King's, Albert, is we all got a love of the water. We got a love of the boats. This is a pretty cool little rig got right here, guys. Alfred would love this stuff right here. We had somebody kind of pop up there. I guess they kind of heard us moving along, but neat looking rig. And I mean that's big enough. That's big enough to cruise up and down. Decent weather. You could probably get off what I would call coastal offshore. Oh man, there's a big trawler that's up in here too. You guys want to go see the trawler? You guys want to go see? Oh, there's a couple of them up here. Let's go see what's happening over here. Good morning, Marsh. See some of the shorebirds. I'm gonna try to zoom in over here with you guys. I know that video kind of sucks right there. We got a few birds out there. It's been a long time since I've been out here with you guys, and I just wanted to get out here and kind of enjoy it. Glad you guys are here with us. I'm sure most of you guys that are here with us are just up early like I was today because of the time change, turning the clocks back. I got up and decided, hey, it might be a great day to go down and do a little live stream. You know, John SS, when I really got to really appreciate John SS was during the Fishman Joe This Old Boat series, when he was working on the lobster boat, and John would pipe in. He would have me rolling sometimes, just comments that he was making on there. I think that's the neat thing about us too, is we can kind of cut up, have a good time with each other. And everybody's got a little bit of, their skin's a little thick, they're just a little tough, and nobody seems to get their feelings hurt. It's like a family. Yeah. You know, I want to shut the boat off and see if it'll start back up, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it until I get back to the dock. Yeah, we'll kind of leave. I think we got a 9:30 kickoff time or something over there, and I think it's the for our friends from Miami. I think it's going to be your local team. And I think they're going to be engaging used to be spectacular Kansas City Chiefs. I think that's the line over in Germany. Somebody correct me if that's not right. I think that's not. I'm sure it's the Dolphins and the Chiefs, but I think it's the used to be spectacular Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think they're so spectacular here this year. We'll see. We'll see. I saw on a couple different social medias, it looked like somebody had a pretty nice sport fishing boat on the beach down there in South Florida. Anybody else see that? Looked like a pretty nice boat. Looked like maybe they had to be some mechanical issues that happened. Put them up on the beach. What a sickening feeling. Yeah, 92-foot Viking, that's right. And pretty expensive trout rig. Those are expensive boats. Very well constructed, very well made. Yeah, and they had, looked like they were going to need a bigger sea tow boat. I don't think that Towboat US or Sea Tow had anything for that 92 Viking. Lost power, 25-mile-an-hour winds, see? All right, guys, here we go. All right, rolling up here. Now this is kind of unique because this boat says it's from over at the Gulf Coast. It says it's from Teresa. This is some of your people. They're from McKinney, Texas, the Casablanca. and they have a dinghy registered in Delaware. But man, what a offshore looking trawler rig this is. Beautiful boat. It's got that hardcore fishing thing, and we got the captain up there. Looks like he's up in the wheelhouse checking things out this morning. He's on his phone. I wonder if these guys are traveling together. Looks like they could be mates. Nobody's invited us on for breakfast this morning. Oh, these folks are out hanging out. They're hanging out on the deck this morning. Wine speed. Hard to see where these guys are from. Got the generator running. Hey, good morning. From Florida. Is a Florida registered boat. Good morning. Now, how cool would that be? You're out here on your trawler, enjoying a little breakfast. Ooh, check them out. And they've got the Derek. Do you know what this antenna right here is for? Check them out. Starlinking out here on the boat. What a cool rig. Sitting out on the back deck there, having a little breakfast. Looking at the tide roll out. Got to be good stuff. Good stuff, people. Yeah, that is a trawler. Man, twin radars. He's got the satellite dish up on his rig. Nice. Yes, I believe in bumper stickers. That damn Derek is one creative individual. It's a pretty creative guy right there. You know, I like, Michelle, that's funny, you know, I like those trawlers too. They look like they have a lot of room. They're not real fast. You know, you're not going anywhere in a speedy rush and those things, but you can look like you could really get on that thing and be comfortable. Now, would I like it 12 months out of the year? Oh, wow. You know, you got to think of the pros and the cons. You know, I guess you're not mowing you don't have a lawn to mow, but I mean, you do have to worry about the grass that starts growing on the bottom of the boat if you're not moving it a lot. The maintenance of getting it up and out of the water, check the bottom, clean the bottom, check the running gear, propeller, rudder shaft, all that kind of good stuff. And that's a bit of an expense. There's the cost of fuel to move one. So like they're not the most efficient vessels out there, but they are very comfortable. Yeah, I can see you know, a trawler, and it'd be really neat if you could just envision a trip from Maine to Key West, and you just kind of go down the waterway, just able to take your leisurely time and look at things along the coast that you wanted to see and visit. Might be pretty neat. What in the world is going on with that? But thanks for being with us. We're going to ease back to the dock, put it back to bed, flush out the motor, and call it a day. We're still here, and thank you guys for hanging out with us. And you guys be safe out there. NFL starts in about 30 minutes. Get ready. See you guys. Bye.